The location of the country's latest mass shooting is revealed. Obama meets with America's schizophrenic voices to urge less bloodshed, and desperate Americans everywhere just try to get on board with senseless violence. Buckle your seatbelts, put your computer away, and never watch web videos while driving. This is the Onion Week in Review. As news of the Federal Reserve Chairman nomination process continued to unfold this week, the Onion maintained its continued journalistic integrity by refusing to cover any part of the shameless clickbait involving the nation's banking system. Onion reporters spoke candidly about their decision, saying that readers visiting theonion.com will see no mention of eye-catching names like Janet Yellen or Lawrence Summers, and will never be lured into clicking on titillating articles about the history of the Federal Reserve Board. According to a new report released this week by the Department of Transportation, the average American scoots over approximately 10 miles per year on park benches, baseball bleachers, and picnic tables. The study, which also accounted for scooching, sliding over, and moving on down, found that over the course of their lifetimes, most Americans ultimately scoot several times the length of the English Channel, the coastline of Uruguay, or the length of the Tigris River.
Between the various types of communal seating, the typical American scoots nearly 1 mile each month, and if you count instances of scooting over, seeing the other person has already found a place, and then scooting back, many Americans travel much farther by scooting than they do by motor vehicle.
While out for drinks with coworkers this Wednesday, local shipping clerk Russell Chambliss told reporters he was extremely unsure if he was being bullied by his male colleagues or bonding with them. Chambliss said that while he was repeatedly demeaned and physically tormented by his male coworkers throughout the evening, they nonetheless did it in a collegial manner, leaving him ultimately unsure whether to feel insulted or honored.
I'm pretty sure that Bill called me limp dick earlier, and Todd keeps punching me in the shoulder. Pretty hard, too. I told Jeff about this problem that I was having with my girlfriend, and he called me a pussy and then walked away. But then, like 5 minutes later, he came back with a beer that he had bought for me. What does that even mean?
And in local news, a grandmother is shown around the retirement home where she will die. In other news, a 250-pound man is sadly in the best shape of his life. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a sophisticated gaming experience, according to a man who spent 3 hours running over homeless people with a fire truck, and it's unclear if this is the type of fountain you're allowed to run around in. What you have just witnessed may have shocked, startled, or disturbed you, but The Onion apologizes for nothing. For more fearless coverage, keep checking theonion.com.